So, what, is he busy? Is he all wrapped up? What?
Got a pen?
Yep. I just wanted to have it, because, I mean, I wanted to call him the other day.
Here you go.
Yep.
423.
Hold on. 423.
2862.
What was that?
423.
Yeah, I got that part.
2862.
2862.
Yep.
What was the first part? 423? Alright, yeah, I couldn't write. I was trying to write on my knee. So, so you're gonna have a good week. It was interesting what you guys did there today.
Wasn't it good?
Yeah, very good.
I love the Watchtower lesson on David and how, you know, he like built up to where when it came to the big thing, you know, he was ready. He was ready to trust in Jehovah because he had taken on some of these smaller things and saw how he works, you know, saw that he does provide, you know, and that's, I constantly fight with that, you know, like, what am I going to do? Am I going to, like, trust myself? Am I going to trust my instinct, or am I going to trust Jehovah, you know? I've always been somebody who always thought, let me see how I can handle this, you know, and sometimes there are things you can't handle. You got to let Jehovah handle, you know?
Oh, about with the family and everything. Well, I heard a few people say, well, you know, if your family doesn't accept you, you know, like people have problems with their family as a counselor, you know, that's one of the things. That's one of the things you always hear. But you can apply those messages. The same thing. Well, here is someone who will never let you down, going to have you accept you. That's, you know, full stop, full, you know, whatever. Not going to let you down, and not going to give you more than you can't handle. Stuff like that. Hey, I mean, Warner was there. Warner was there. That was pretty surprising, and that was
I cannot believe this guy. You know, that just tells me how important those meetings really are. Warner Deach, you know, is on his last leg. He is there. I was so encouraged by that today when I walked in and saw him sitting there. I'm like, oh, are you for real? I can't believe this. And he's like, where did you expect me to be? At home in bed? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, are you kidding? He's like, this is where I want to be, you know?
Well, he talked. He said, yeah, he talked.
You know, they said, David said, in the house of Jehovah, that's where I want to be, you know, fall in that house. I think Warner Deach is saying the same thing, you know, that's where I want to be. So, wow. That was just amazing to me. I really was.
Well, he talked. He said everyone can see the system. They can see the way it is, and you know, the proof and everything. And the way he was talking, you could just like feel it. Like I got it. Like, you know, it's just that thing where you know, it just explains it. I mean, just everyone knows something's up. It's like, I don't know, Tim. I don't know. I guess. Some people just don't want to believe it, you know. They don't want to believe it. It's just, I don't know. It seems too scary and too much to unlock. It's just like
So you won't believe this. On my way home from the Kingdom Ball today, I see this guy sitting out in front of the taxi station. He's reading the New World Translation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop and talk to him. I see what's up. You know, so I pull over, I say, hey, you know, Mr. Rainer, what's your name? The name is Joe, you know. I see you're reading the New World Translation, you know. I said, I have today's current Watchtower, you know, most of the New World Translation for this week. I said, are you interested? He says, I don't know what's it about. I started talking to him about our Watchtower lesson today, and he ended up taking the magazine. It was real interesting. And I at least, you know, I was around the corner, I pulled by, you know, he didn't know what car came in or anything. He's up there, and sure enough, he's got that thing open, he's got his head down in it, he's reading it. Well, that was encouraging for me, you know. You just never know, right?
What do you mean by you said about a cousin? You said it might be some kind of cousin that might come. You're just saying hypothetically, what if?
somebody to come and explain it to them, and I passed up the opportunity.
But can you have universal spiritual oneness, light, work, and love without scriptures?
No, I can't. Without the Bible, I can't even imagine what I would be doing.
But what?
Where would I be turning for my direction without the Bible?
I mean, don't you need at least a little though, right? Don't I mean? And then we're talking about the Father. I mean, how how everyone has all these gods and everything, but yet and then when Jesus was here, you know, they persecuted him and everything because he was like, pretending to be a god and everything. Well, he was the only begotten Son. He was like a god, right? I mean, he was from from God. You know what they were talking about, right? You know that part they were talking about.
Yeah.
Having having all these gods, and then.
Yeah.
And then their whole law was when this Jesus came, they're like, who do you think you are, God or something? And then not trying to retain it all. It's hard, Tim. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard sometimes.
I think worship Jehovah even throughout history. It's never been the easiest route to go, but it's definitely...
No, I mean, it's hard because of all the distractions right now. It's very simple, but I'm telling you, it's like right now with all this stuff going on, he's after everyone right now. He's putting everyone, like, in a box, sort of, like,
Yeah, the more distractions, the better.
Yeah, I noticed, because how long I've been with you guys for it, and all of a sudden, like, the last couple months here, I noticed, turning it up a notch here. Like, you gotta be on your toes, on your guard. That's why you have to keep with it. Like, I mean, but you've been doing it for so long. I only do it for a little bit amount of time compared to you, so you have something to go in there. Me, with all this stuff that I tried, and I had to let it rest. All the stuff I did there, I said, let it rest right now. Because if it's hard for me, it's hard for everyone else right now too. So just got to work on me.
And the watchtower showing, Jeff, it's hard for everybody. It's not just a few.
Yeah, and if a few events take place right now, it's going to be really even more turmoil, and then, it's like all that stuff will be coming in, like, all the chaos, and if, like you said, everyone's going to turn on things, tax the church. I mean, all this fighting, everyone's all pinned on each other, and it's not a good time, But everyone's drawing closer to their strengths, and if their strengths are oneness and lightness and all that, they're drawing close to that. So everyone's just drawing close to the things that they believe in, their faith, And if some people who just accept it as the world's crazy, it's always been that way, they're not moving a muscle. For now, I guess, I don't know.
Well, people are getting afraid too, Jerry. They know something's going on. They just don't know what,
It's gonna be pretty amazing, though. That'd be pretty amazing, though. If it just turns out that that's how it's gonna happen. I mean, the Father is gonna end up being. I mean, he's gonna be a light, but he's just gonna be the Father.
Yeah.
I mean, they're this thing that everyone's talking about.
They just they have.
Well, we lost him. Hopefully he'll call back. I was on the phone with the low battery. We're just investigating, that's all, people. Doesn't hurt to investigate. Still... Oh, we have Trisman's number. Alright, it's a live show here. Let's see if we can, we got a message. Let's see if anything. Just, we're not good, but I hope. Oh, you're going to upset us. Just what you posted, yeah. Alright, and you have that video or no? The promo? No. You don't have the promo. As you were saying.
Anyway, Jerry, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's alright. No, it was me. It was me. The battery. I had the phone with the low batteries.
Oh, okay.
No, it was me. I was going to say something. I was just hoping, you know, it would just carry us through the rest of the way. But yes. I've been thinking about it. Thinking about, you know, Warner's speech and everything. And you remember what he said or no? You remember anything? What do you take away from today with that, other than, you know, the
Well, what I appreciate what Warner.
I mean, yeah, at that point, how old is he? And he knows he has how many days left to just be there. It just shows monstrous faith, like beyond faith. I mean, it's just like heart attack faith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like humongous. I mean, like that's it. He just knows. You know what I'm saying? And you just, it's a thing where you can't find this in any kind of movie, any kind of event. Just because, you know, all the people that he has touched, especially me, I'm glad that I got to know him, you know, and just to see where he's at right now, and just holding, like, that's...
One of the first things he said to me when I came in to keep the ball today. He said, oh, Jerry came up to visit me, you know?
I'd be hiding right now. I'd be so... I don't have the faith that he has. I mean, I would be... You know, if I found out tomorrow, you know, I got 2 weeks to live, I don't know. I mean, you know, I don't know. I probably... tough call, Tim, because you know a little bit about me, so...
But with anything away from today's lesson, Jerry, it's that a little bit at a time, you gotta build your faith, you know? Like,
well, how are people building their faith, or they think... they don't test their faith, do they? Because they don't let everything in. They just let in like a certain amount of things. Or
if you trust in certain things, start with the smaller things. Then when the bigger things come along, you're going to trust in them, and you're going to say all the time, oh, it's this and out.
I got a bad connection.
And you have to start somewhere and say, but if it's one thing, it showed you all the right trust. You know, you got to start somewhere and say, I'm going to trust him with this hair. I'm going to trust him with this line.
Trust. You mean I'm gonna take care of me? Like, you know how they're saying about how people just leave kind of things, leave work, leave things, leave. If it's going to take away, you know, what you're supposed to have first, they just leave them. You know, if it's a job, whatever kind of a thing it is. I mean, if it's putting, you know, God last.
I mean, I can't even imagine that little girl, that 13-year-old girl, and her mother being homeless.
They found the money.
And then not taking the money. And saying, no, we have to be...
Well, that's the kind of thing. See, that's the kind of... See, you know me. Tim, what would I have done if I walked upon that money right now?
I don't know. Myself, I might have... You know,
no, because who would I have to answer to? I don't have to... I have to answer to God. You know, He's going to know.
Exactly the point. Yeah.
It's not you. I mean, no, it's not. I mean, it's not me. It's not. I mean, it's not like I'm not worried about getting caught. You know, oh, we just found this. You know, that's. I mean, that's the easy part. Oh, I can take it. No one's gonna know. But it's not. He already knows. He knows like that. That, you know, if someone gives me back $30 too much change and I take it, he knows that I know that they made a mistake, and you know, and I'm not being honest. I'm not playing it fair. You know, I'm just not. I mean, of course, you know, I mean, there's no way. I tell you right now, I couldn't. Because I came this far and don't know all this. I know that it's a test or whatever, or it'd be an honorable thing. It'd be the right thing to do to give it over. You know. Because that's how God wants His people to be. You know, He wants it to be upright and loyal, you know, and all that, and put on the personality, you know, put on like what Jesus would do. Jesus was an example, and yet in this day and age, a lot of people don't even know too much about Him now. Just distracted right now. Alright, with your phone battery died? I mean, were you in a car?
I am. I was driving back from the railroad station. I just dropped off my neighbor at the railroad station.
You're
Go back down to New York City.
Where are you now?
It's the guy that sold me the house, you know. So I'm heading up Spring Avenue. Trying to get back home here and then do a little work up around the house.
Alright.
Alright, Jerry.
Alright, nice nice talking to you.
I will talk to you during the week. Maybe we can get together during the week sometime because I'm going to be away this weekend coming. So we'll work on something, okay?
Alright.
Alright, buddy.
Alright, have a good one.